trillion in 2024. So this year, revenues from e-commerce and fashion and other value chain activities will hit 2.07 trillion. And by 2027, in 4 years' time, it will hit almost 3 trillion. So with those numbers, you can see how critical the cotton, textile, and garment value chain is in Nigeria. Now, if you walk across the country, at every street corner, you must see a fashion concern popping out there. And if you look at the volume in this industry, there are a lot of machinery and equipment that are involved in that industry. So we should be asking ourselves, how do we demonstrate these technologies? How do we make sure that artificial intelligence, machine learning, is integrated into fashion? Now, let me give you one example. Nigeria has approximately 230 million people. Our chemical industry is more advanced as of today. Now, every day, at least 90% or 99% of every Nigerian wears a piece of clothing. And that piece of clothing has at least, on the average, 4 buttons. So can you imagine the market value of reviving our chemical industry and tying it to producing buttons alone? I had an uncle who became a billionaire from just importing buttons. So, in implementing, PO number 5, we have to go down to the classrooms. We have to start to look at all those sectors, all those areas, that we are overlooking. That is what the action is. And, up to 80% of beneficiaries of functionaries in the fashion industry are women. So there's a component of women empowerment here. If you don't empower women, if you don't strengthen the family units, the economy crumbles. Without stability there, you can't grow as an economy. So, we have to bring our sights down and begin to look at those areas that we have overlooked for some time. In fact, given the critical position of the fashion industry, my organization is working in the Federal Ministry of Science, Technology, and Innovation to host the fashion industry dialogue. Now, what this dialogue does essentially is to bring all the stakeholders in the industry together to discuss the value chain, understand what the pain points are, discuss the issues, and make sure, just like I'm asking here, that policies are not enacted in the circuit, that policies are enacted, market driven, that policies, achieve the objectives, like the words of the scripture, that policies don't come back to government, empty-handed, void or empty. So I invite you to that fashion dialogue that's happening on the 18th of April 2024, at the Ladiwali Hall of Abuja Continental Hotel. So, in conclusion, I will say PO number 5 is a critical pathway to drive the economic essence of diversification policy of President Bola Tinubu administration. For you to diversify the economy, you must bring technology to the grassroots. If you don't do that, you can't enjoy scale, you can't enhance value, and you can't empower people at the grassroots. Now, the objective are achieved to include a different administration, identify, iterate, that's try in different forms, adapt, globalize all relevant technologies. What do we want to do as a nation? What technologies are relevant for that movement to be sustainable, to be permanent? So we must invest in areas, where we have identified and domesticated technologies because they are more cost effective. So I say PO number 5 is the shot in the arm required to energize the manufacturing sector and deploy to unleash enterprises across different manufacturing functions. You know, it's just like when you need a vaccine. If you don't get the right infusion, you continue to be sick. So PO number 5 is actually the vaccine that the economy needs to the state that it is to be able to resort, to be able to match. On that note, I'll say thank you very much. And I will be happy to answer your questions.
Can we please put our hands together for Dr. Uche, who has actually done well? Our keynote speaker, he has been looking at our presidential executive order number 5, the implication on the Nigerian economy. Please celebrate him with a round of applause once again. When he was making his presentation, one of our good mothers also walked in. And it is believed that mothers are indeed the source of the nation. Please, let's formally welcome Dr. Jummai FIIRO, Director Gender by Niger. You're welcome, her. At this point, because of time, we're expected to leave here by 12:30. FIIRO is already getting set. We will not be welcoming questions for now until Engineer Ibiam Oguejiofo must have made his brief presentation. Then, after that, we'll welcome 1 or 2 comments and questions. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now welcome Dr. Engineer Ibiam Oguejiofo, National Coordinator, Chief Executive, Presidential Order number 5. He's going to look at the role of Executive Order number 5 as a solution to national economic challenges. Please put your hands together for him as he comes to the microphone to talk to us. We can do better than that for him, please. Sir.
Good afternoon, and thank you, everybody. You can see that the time is not on our side, so I beg to stand on the existing protocol. Then, basically, what we are talking about now is the role of Presidential Executive Order number 5 in the solution to economic challenges of Nigeria. And I would like to start by mentioning some of the economic challenges that I've noted out. We have non-availability of sufficient inflow of dollars. We have macroeconomic instability, which is one of the things that makes it difficult for us to take some economic position. We have low production and productivity due to poor human capital development. Volatile growth of the economy that is dependent on limited sources. The economy is not widely, diversified. And we have, of course, high rate of poverty, food security issues, high rate of employment and underemployment, insufficient power for our industries and other economic activities, non-availability of sufficient data for our planning and other purposes, and the lack of quality jobs. High levels of informality is very high in Nigeria. A lot of jobs are informal, and therefore they are not getting to where they are supposed to get. So if you actually have listened to what I've said, you see, out of many of them, the major ones that are biting us now is insufficient dollars available in the market to make our exchange rate to come to a level that we can enjoy a quality life. And of course, we have power problems for our industries. And then, of course, planning data is a very serious matter. And of course, food on the table is a major issue now. So, Executive Order 5 has been around since 2018. So, we're no longer talking of what Executive Order can do, or what it may do, or what it is likely to do. What we should be talking about now is what the Executive Order number 5 has started doing. And I want to tell you that the Presidential Executive Order number 5, under the Strategy Implementation Task Office, have been collaborating with many ministries, departments, and agencies in trying to solve some of these problems that we have, which I have mentioned some of them. And I'll give you a typical example now. If you look outside there, if you look outside now, you will see that vehicle that is standing there. The number is 026 and 06 federal government. You want me to give you a shocker? Huh? You will spend only 10,000 naira to drive that vehicle from here to Ibiam. Cost you of fuel. In collaboration under the Presidential Executive Order number 5, FIIRO has been able to develop technology to combat well, which normally would have cost you about 50,000 for that sector. They have converted it that you can now use about 10,000. And what we are going to go into now is to work with them to see how we can go into mechanic villages. We go into the markets, mechanic villages, not speaking on television. You are not likely to be hearing about us on television. Let me also let you know that. If you look around, you see I didn't invite so many television people. But as we are working to move forward, some people are working to pull you down. And I cannot disclose all the strategies we have to get Nigeria where we want them to be. We're likely to do this. No, that's not what we are straight going into business. We are collaborating with NASRDA. We are collaborating with NASRDA right now to develop our own satellites and launch it in Nigeria. And launch it from Nigeria. The Honourable Minister was in Lagos just last week to visit the NASRDA at Emeje. What did he go there to do? Is to understudy the place towards achieving some of these objectives. Now, I'm talking about science and technology now because they are very close. We are doing some projects with Prof. If you are very careful now or very observant, you will see that almost every 2 weeks you will hear of tanker explosions. You hear of tanker explosions. 30 people have died, 50 people died, 60 people died. Rather than continue to cry and continue to go and attend burial ceremonies, we have invited Prof. and we are working with them now. And very soon you will hear from them. With respect to the technologies that will make it almost impossible for any of those tankers to catch fire when it explodes. We have seen that technology where it is working outside of Nigeria, and we are working with them to domesticate it in Nigeria. This is just to give you a few examples. But the reality is that if you go through the Presidential Executive Order number 5, you will see that it has about 18 sections. It has about 18 sections. And in these 18 sections, a number of directives, which is the order that the President has given, has made it very, very practical. Very, very practical. For some of these things we are saying to be workable. The question is, we as individuals, all of us here collectively, are we ready for this? If we are ready for this, then it will happen. It's not a matter of saying, Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President. No. This Presidential Executive Order number 5 is a revolutionary order. It comes with a lot of powers. It comes with a lot of leverages to implement it. This is not a reform. You know, when you talk of reform, you start from the villa, from up, you start reforming the cover. This one is revolutionary. And it is the only revolutionary document that this government, that I know that the government of Nigeria has approved. Otherwise, if you say that you are planning revolution, you know what that means. The DSS and the police will be saying. But I'm saying it very clearly here that the Executive Order number 5 is a revolutionary document. And nobody is going to arrest it because it's a directive given by the President. That this thing should start from bottom to up. So it is your business to look around and find out where things are going wrong. And you make suggestions, bring up issues, and it will obviously be examined and looked into, and action will be taken. It is not an easy thing. It is not something that is restricted to any section of the economy. I've listened attentively to some of the observations that have been made here. I welcome all of them. But some of them are things that we need help to have them to be solved. If you know of somebody that is an expatriate, that is not qualified, that has not registered with Koren, and is working as an engineer in Nigeria, and you are bold enough to do a letter to our office and you give us all the information. We're not going to take the person to EFCC. We're not going to take him to the police. We will go and visit that person. And we negotiate that this should be stopped. Now, when we try it and it doesn't work, then the government knows what to do. We can enforce it. But you may be somewhere thinking that everybody knows that this person is doing something illegal. Everybody don't know. Maybe only a few of you know. But if you have the courage to, document it, for as long as I'm on this stage, you can be sure that you will get response. And we are also very open, very, very, very open to collaboration. We are open to collaboration. Like I said, this is a revolutionary document. It is available to everybody to participate in making it to work. It is not just my matter alone or the agency alone. But as long as we are all working as a team, we will see that this problem is solved. I don't want to go into the provisions of Executive Order number 5 because if I go in there now, I will not leave here for the next 6 hours. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not too busy, put your hands together for Engineer Ibiam Oguejiofo, the National Coordinator and Chief Executive Officer of Presidential Executive Order 5, who has been doing justice to the role of the Presidential Executive Order number 5 as the solution to national economic challenges. Please. honor him with a round of applause once again. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't really have more time, but FIIRO from Lagos is ready. They're already warming up. We can only welcome one or two comments. Please, I don't want a double-barrel comment, please. Oh, I can't see it very well. Oh, you write it very well. I can't see very well. I'd like to invite, so I don't know, your name again? Engineer Ogu, okay, the Secretary of the Pencil Manufacturer Association of Nigeria. Please come to the microphone. You have 60 seconds, sir. Please, 60 seconds. The moment you collect the mic, I'll start counting, sir. 60 seconds.
Thank you very much. I stand on the system protocol. My first comment is to show gratitude to the ministry for organizing this workshop. I'm really in my brother and to be able to elucidate and listen to some of our peers. We as pencil manufacturers told the existing chief that we said at the start that 5 out of the 7 companies that started manufacturing pencils in 2020 have closed down because of so many reasons. We'll discuss on that. My general comment is when you talk about mind to market, someone talked about sophistication, the luxury communication coming to speak both areas. And the chairman here mentioned the reduction of price of writing an electric boat, electric car, very good compared to regulation. I want to point out we United Letter has a very serious case. Our brothers in Honourable, for instance, are expected to maybe fly to the nearest port association and fly with the petrol back to the speedboat, the level it up to the shore. If Nigerian laws restrict them from buying petrol jerry cans, large quantity and carry it out. So we want you to please see a way you can help us in that area. There was a time the government developed a system of having floating badges that contain petrol. Then that stopped. Now any petrol you are transporting is illegal. And a lot of people transport quite a lot of things. Please help us in that area. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, let's appreciate Engineer Ogu, please. Thank you very much. For those that still want to say something, I will advise you write down your comments and then we'll pass it to appropriate channel. Please, for want of time. At this point, I'd like to invite the representative of this distinguished senator from representing Adamawa North, Charity O. Nnaji. She said she wants to drop words from the distinguished senator who happens to be the chairman Senate Committee on Science, Technology and Innovation. Please, let's welcome to the microphone. 120 seconds, ma'am. Charity O. Nnaji, representing the distinguished. Before then, I'd like to also recognize the very presence of Right Honourable Nick Eworo, Honourable Commissioner for Science, Technology and Innovation from Benue State. Please put your hands together for him. Since yesterday he has been here, you're welcome, sir. Open the bell. Kwaiga. Ma, 120 seconds, please.
Thank you very much for the long 120 seconds I've been asked to use. All dignitaries present permit me to start on the existing protocol. I bring you greetings from the distinguished senator representing Adamawa Central, Senator Ahmed Abbas, Senate Chair on Science, Technology and Innovation. They asked me to send his greetings. He would have been here if not for other very, very pressing engagements within the National Assembly. And it's impressive what we are doing here. He asked that I tell you that he's impressed, he's getting feedbacks and he's seeing it online and he knows that we are going to do our best. We all know the role technology has to play in taking the country forward. And all the keynote speakers have told us what is happening and what ought to be done. On the part of the Senate, we know our own role in accordance to our mandate of lawmaking and legislations. And he has promised us that he will do all within his power to submit to support every parastatal under his committee to ensure that they do a great job. And he's wishing us all the best. Thank you very much.
Those are words coming from the distinguished senator who happens to be the Senate Committee Chairman on Science, Technology and Innovation as presented by Charity O. Nnaji. Please put your hands together for her. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, whatever has a beginning, what it has a name. I now invite Mr. Kian to give a vote of 10. Mr. Kian, 5 seconds, please. FIIRO people are watching me.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. We, on behalf of the National Coordinator, CWE 5, want to thank you for being here today. We thank our resource persons. We always tell people that if you put into use the objectives of the executive order number 5, we easily transit from consumption to production economy. And that is the essence of this program. We thank you once again. As we depart, our prayer is that the Lord will take you back to your various destinations safely. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kian. Please, can we go outside for a group photograph? Group photograph, please. Let's go outside for a group photograph. On behalf of the Presidential Executive Order number 5 team, I'd like to say a very big thank you for being part of the laudable presentation. Please celebrate yourself with a round of applause. Don't celebrate me, but celebrate yourself. Clap for yourself.
everybody. Today is FIIRO Day. I'm so excited to be here today and to be dressed this elegantly and all courtesy to FIIRO DG. We are excited, we are happy, and looking at the competition of today, we don't see any other person coming ahead of us. You can see our dressing. We are ready for this competition, and we believe that we are coming tops in this competition. Up FIIRO.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Please, can we meet you?
I am Timothy Omoniyajayi, Director Planning, Technology Transfer and Information Management, FIIRO.
Okay, sir. Sir, I see that everybody should be here in uniform outfit. What is happening here?
Well, today is FIIRO's Day, and all directors are specially dressed for the occasion.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Please, can we meet you?
I am Timothy Omoniyajayi.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Please, can we meet you?
I am Timothy Omoniyajayi, Director, Department of Planning, Technology Transfer and Information Management of FIIRO.
Year out, people always come out to dress well, dress in uniform. So what is really going on?
Well, like you must know, today is FIIRO's Day in this week-long activity, and to stand out, all our directors are specially dressed for this occasion. That is just to show you or to show the world who we are. Thank you.
Now, who are you? What does your office do?
Okay. Federal Institute of Industrial Research, Oshodi. From the name, it's a research institute for industrial development of Nigeria. We conduct research in different areas to have research products that can help in speeding up the rate of industrialization of the nation's economy.
I can see a banner here, list of FIIRO patents.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, these are research discoveries that FIIRO has patented. By patent is an IPR, intellectual property rights. We have 30 intellectual property rights that we already have certificates for, and all are listed here.
That's beautiful, sir.
Yeah.
And I see that there's a lot of item 7 here, a lot of food and refreshment going on. Are these part of your products?
No, they are for our refreshment. Because on a day like this, it's going to be very involving. We've been here since 6 a.m. preparing because it's our day. So we have to prepare a way to refresh our people.
Why would you like to just quickly go to here and see some products we have here?
Okay.
You can see people here.
Let me take it from there, please. We have come with an array of products to display, starting with the conversion of our already petrol car into gas CNG. This is Mokapi. Mokapi is a mobile cassava processing innovation. This
innovation can be taken to farms rather than cassava starts deteriorate immediately after harvesting. So in order to harvest to reduce the rate of loss that is recorded every year, we have come up with Mokapi that can be taken from one farm to the other, to process our cassava as they are being harvested. This is the press, or hydraulic press, that will express out the cyanide. Then it will move, it will be milled. We have all the components that will help process cassava from the tuber down to the product.
Now the final product, the end product will now be gari or
fufu, yes.
Oh, this machine does all that.
All that.
Okay. And we have bread here.
We have kasi bread, which is a cassava inclusive bread.
Okay.
From
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Please, can we meet?
I am Timothy Omoni Ajayi, Director, Department of Planning, Technology Transfer and Information Management of FIIRO.
People always come out to dress well, dress in uniform. So what is really going on?
Well, like you must know, today is FIIRO's Day in this week-long activity, and to stand out, all our directors are specially dressed for this occasion. That is just to show you, or to show the world who we are. Thank you.
Now, who are you? What does your office do?
Okay. Federal Institute of Industrial Research, Oshodi. From the name, it's a research institute for industrial development of Nigeria. We conduct research in different areas to have research products that can help in speeding up the rate of industrialization of the nation's economy.
I can see a banner here, list of FIIRO
patents. Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, these are research discoveries that FIIRO has patented. By patent is an IPR, intellectual property rights. We have 30 intellectual property rights that we already have certificates for, and all are listed here.
That's beautiful, sir.
Yeah.
And I see that there's a lot of item 7 here, a lot of food and refreshment going on. Are these part of your product?
No, they are for our refreshment. Because on a day like this, it's going to be very involving. We've been here since 6 a.m. preparing because it's our day. So we have to prepare a way to refresh our people.
Why would you like to just quickly go to here and see some products we have here?
Okay.
You can see people here.
Let me take it from there, please. We have come with an array of products to display, starting with the conversion of our already petrol car into gas CNG. This is Mokapi. Mokapi is a mobile cassava processing innovation. This innovation can be taken to farms rather than cassava starts deteriorate immediately after harvesting. So in order to harvest to reduce the rate of loss that is recorded every year, we have come up with Mokapi that can be taken from one farm to the other, to process our cassava as they are being harvested.
to the extent that we can begin to take action.
This is the press, or hydraulic press, that will express out the cyanide. Then it will move, it will be milled. We have all the components that will help process cassava from the tuber down to the product.
Now the final product, the end product will now be gari or
Fufu, yes.
Oh, this machine does all that.
All that.
Okay. And we have bread here.
We have kasi bread, which is cassava inclusive bread.
Okay.
From
Which one is that?
We are fully contented to succeed. Person than the permanent secretary in this ministry, the Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology. Simply going around all this round from the very beginning of this program, a better
like I asked you before, I say, year in, year out, you come here in your uniform, as you be to display this and all that. Now, what have you been able to do with this whole innovation? And I can see some products here. Can you explain that to me, please?
Well, like I have said, part of the things that we do with our technology is that we transfer it to interested Nigerians. We will turn them to business outfits. And here we have samples of products from people that we have trained. They are beneficiaries of our technologies. So we have different products. These arrays of products that you see here are products from people that we have trained, and they are in business.
Wow.
They are in business. We've generated employment directly and indirectly through all these people.
Okay, so these are like your students now?
Well, maybe we use the word students. They came, we trained them, and we also supported them, and today they are processing, they are producing. And this is part of the reason why we brought their product, is to showcase that we don't only do research, we transfer. We transfer, and they, in essence, they do multiplying effect of their step is to generate more employment and also boost economy.
They enroll through payment or how?
Yeah, like we said, we already have the fees and the period they come for training on our schedule. So they will make a call, we will have a register. When we have enough pool for a technology, we will run it.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
It's a wonderful moment.
Thank you for your
time. Like I asked you before, I say, year in, year out, you come here in your uniform, as you be to display this and all that. Now, what have you been able to do with this whole innovation? And I can see some products here. Can you explain that to me, please?
Well, like I have said, part of the things that we do with our technology is that we transfer it to interested Nigerians. We will turn them to business outfits. And here we have samples of products from people that
Thank you very much and welcome. We have Professor PC Uche, the DD CEO of Tech School. You're welcome, sir. We also have
Are you a scientist, engineer, inventor, or innovator with a brilliant idea that can transform the Nigerian economy? The Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology cordially invites you to exhibit your research and development results, inventions and innovations at the 8th edition of the Science, Technology and Innovation Expo 2024, happening from Monday, March 11th to Friday, March 15th, 2024 at Eagle Square, Abuja. This expo will bring together the brightest minds in science, technology and innovation to showcase their capabilities and fast-track Nigeria's sustainable development. Our theme for this year's expo is STI, Solution to National Economic Challenges, and we have a range of exciting activities lined up for you. Join us for the opening ceremony on Monday, March 11th at 11 a.m. followed by an exhibition, research and development results, inventions and innovations, as well as STI products and services. Take part in the Investors and Researchers Forum, technical sessions and emerging STI issues, and special days for organizations and states. Showcase your inventions and innovations to the world and stand a chance to win prizes and certificates for outstanding exhibitors in various categories, including tertiary institutions, research institutions, inventors and innovators, technology entrepreneurs, jets, states, and more. Your active participation will be highly appreciated. Registration will take place upon arrival at the venue, so be sure to indicate your interest in this life-changing event by emailing us at dstp@scienceandtech.gov.ng or calling 081-88433502. The Science, Technology and Innovation Expo 2024, where brilliant minds meet.
Planning, technology transfer, and information management. The overseeing director there is Mr. Timothy Ajayi. We have another department, the Extension and Linkage Department. In that department, we have the acting director by the name Ms. Emeje. You are welcome, ma'am. We have a very good friend of the house, a very immediate past director of Extension and Linkage Department. We have Dr. Oguejiofo here today. You are welcome, sir. Dr. Oguejiofo is a specialist in entrepreneurship development, and he has made it match to ensure that FIIRO technologies really get out to the ordinary Nigerian. A round of applause for our directors. They work hand in hand to ensure that FIIRO moves forward, and the outside Nigerian have a feel of whatever we have been doing all this while. Ladies and gentlemen, we are really running for time because we really want to showcase what we are here to do today. And overseeing this great institute that has made its mark within and outside the shores of Nigeria is our Director General. Undoubtedly, I'm not trying to flatter her, but she has been a very good example. She has been trusted, she has been tested, she has been trusted, she has been proven when it comes to research and development. And once she says, let's go, we all are following her to ensure that we do what we have to do. It is we want to listen to our Director General because our own speech is of more importance than whatever we say here. And it is my pleasure that the Director General, the Chief Executive Officer of the Federal Institute of Industrial Research, the second female DG that we are having, the very important DG that at the first instant, at the first shot, gave her the first position in Techno Expo in the Federal Institute of Innovation, Science and Technology. He is a woman of substance by profession, a scientist, a researcher, an academician to the core. And at this stage, she has assumed the position of an associate professor. And she's still a teacher, a lecturer, and a very good model for us in the institute. With every sense of humility, I want to invite my DG, my wonderful DG, to the podium for us to listen to. The DG, you are welcome.
Good afternoon, everybody. I stand for the existing protocol. The Permanent Secretary has just gone, Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science, Technology, Mrs. Uswabana Inko Asanya, Supervising Director of Federal Ministry of Science and Technology, Dr. NDA Basi, Director General and CEOs of Federal Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation agencies here present, directors and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. individuals to invest in them for the purpose of their commercialized consumption and export in order to earn foreign exchange. It is important to inform that we use these 250 technologies developed to train over 500,000 techno entrepreneurs on various needs, and 25 technologies are transferred currently on a regular basis to prospective entrepreneurs or investors. This has assisted numerous entrepreneurs to establish production enterprises based on the technologies acquired, and millions of jobs have been created through direct and multiplier effects of this entrepreneur. Considering the relevance of profiling STI solution, we are putting in our efforts to make sure we contribute our quota towards improved economic activities through significant participation and supporting the New Hope agenda in our research breakthroughs. We focus on R&D activities that are market-driven, demand-oriented, and can move Nigeria from import-dependent to sustainable self-reliance and production for exports. Today, I'm happy to announce to you that plans have been concluded to commission some of our critical technologies that will enhance and revitalize economic activities in the country through our efforts and dedication to R&D. These include 1. Construction and equipping of modern integrated cassava processing plants. 2. Equipping and construction of analytical research laboratory of North Central office located in Langtan and the Northwest located in Kano. FIIRO autogas conversion technology. Our guy is outside there. It can be open letter to show people. This is a new design on conversion of petrol engines to compressed natural gas (CNG) / liquefied petrol gas engine as alternative fuel source that is more economical, eco-friendly, cost-effective, reliable, and safe. One of my officers will come up and give a brief talk about that one. Then number 4, the production of crucible pot from local source clay material for melting letters for casting to bring it into liquids. Then number 5, automated industrial drying machine is for drying of onion and other vegetables. You can also measure relative humidity and actual temperature, which you can monitor via your mobile Wi-Fi. Distinguished invited guests, it is my singular honor to thank the Honourable Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Chief Uche Geoffrey Nnaji, and the Permanent Secretary, Mrs. Usubana Asanya, for creating an enabling environment for the implementation of our ideas and initiatives. I would like to thank the management and staff of FIIRO for the support and commitment received from them in the discharge of our duties. All invited guests and other dignitaries here present, you are specially welcome to FIIRO Day in the ongoing Science, Technology and Innovation Expo 2024. Thanks and God bless you, Federal Republic.
A better round of applause for the Director General and Chief Executive Officer of FIIRO. Undoubtedly, you can hear what we have in store for this expo this year. We recognize the presence of Dr. Atula, the Director for Gender by Nigeria Project. You are welcome. We recognize the presence of Mr. Nkechi Chukuma, Permanent Secretary, Delta State Ministry of Science and Technology. You are welcome. We also have in our midst the Permanent Secretary of the State Ministry of Science and Technology. We have Alhaji Mohammed Galadima in our midst. You are welcome, sir. We also have many of the directors of the ministry in our midst. Notably that I've seen, we have the Director PRPA of the Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology, Mrs. Salamatu S. Mohammed. You are welcome, man. You are welcome, man. You are welcome, man. We will get to meet ourselves as we go on in this program today. We are running the race for time. We want to listen further to what the DD has just been telling us about as regards this auto technology, auto gas technology that is in vogue now. It's not every day that I go out with my car now because of PMS. But with this innovation that is coming from FIIRO, I want to believe that I can use my car outside and inside 24 hours, 24/7 as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let me call Mr. Sunday to please give us an insight into FIIRO auto gas technology. A round of applause for him. We know the needs of the Nigerian, and we always tailor our technologies to meet with those needs. Mr. Davis.
Thank you, sir. My name is Uche Sunday, all protocol review officer. I will be brief. But let me start this. It is not new that we are all victims of petroleum prices. So much that it has affected everybody in all areas of life and survival here in Nigeria. Let me start by talking about CNG. CNG and LPG are a source of fuels that we all know that we can use alternatively in our cars to run petroleum cars. And it is fortunate for us in FIIRO to be able to adopt a process, a technology, a technique, a new technique, even though it has been in existence, but we were able to redo our way through to get our own technique, to be able to use and convert this our petroleum cars to CNG. Now, this technique I'm talking about is called the pre-configuration technique, which is different from the techniques used, and this is how it is different. In previous techniques, they use what we call auto-tuning at the end of the whole installation process. Now, this is after this auto-tuning, you find yourself getting issues that you tend to want to correct. But here in FIIRO, we're able to do a pre-configuration process that totally eliminates the auto-tuning process. Please, permit me to tell you the benefit of CNG. So many people will hear about it, but they don't know their benefits because they're not accessed. One of the benefits of CNG is that CNG is eco-friendly. It tends to release very little amount or insignificant amount of greenhouse gases. But in the petrol that we use, a lot of greenhouse gases are released, but you will not know. Now, secondly, CNG gases and LPG gases are affordable, very, very affordable. In the course of our conversion process, we're able to carry out a test run from Abuja to Ibiam. And permit me, I tell you, it is one of my best experiences. We're able to run from Abuja to Ibiam. We ended up spending about 45,000 naira on petrol. But when we move from Ibiam back to Abuja, we have one of the CNG gas stations on Ibiam. So we're able to run almost 200 kilometers with a full tank. That tank you see there, filling it was only 3,450 naira. We ran 180 kilometers at a speed of 120 kilometers per hour. Now, the distance from Ibiam down to Abuja is about 600 kilometers. Not times that by 2. You end up spending less than 12,000 naira. And the best part of this technology doesn't only end there. You can also switch to petrol anytime you want. Now, the switching is not that you run on the petrol for so long. This is an opportunity whereby, if on your way you have CNG gas and your petrol fuel, your CNG gets exhausted, you switch to petrol. That is why we gave you 90% CNG and 10% petroleum. So you just have to just spend little for petroleum and not for CNG. Thank you. Now, other benefits of CNG is that it is sustainable. How is it sustainable? We have an abundance of this gas in Nigeria that is being flared. But the government, in its knowledge and wisdom, has decided that let us consume these gases. Let us not just use it as an alternative fuel. Instead of flaring it, we feel it is cheap, we just flare it like that. Let us just use it. Since this petrol we have is exhausting our finances, we are spending more on petroleum subsidies. Now, lastly, in terms of maintenance, CNG tends to reduce to about 50% the wear and tear of your engine. One of the main problems you have in car engines is the high deposit of heavy metals that are present in this petroleum we consume. But if you are not aware, you won't know. But CNG is a thing that these metals are insignificant. So you don't even see them. So you run your engine with a clean source of petroleum. Now, other benefits of this CNG is safety. One thing people are scared of that has to do with keeping that gas in their cars is they are scared, they are fear for accidents. Let me shock you. Dangote has been on CNG since 2017. And one of the cars that has been involved in accidents a lot are trucks. Mostly trucks. You see them upside down on the road. But have you ever heard that one got caught? No. This is because this CNG kit and this tank has gone through series of tests and has passed global standards that even the United States is aware of. How? It has gone through what we call fire test. The fire test is that this CNG has a thickness of about 5 meters within. It is very heavy when you lift it. It is very, very heavy. So you cannot, even if you come, if not at a very close range with a bullet, a gun with a bullet and you shoot, it will not penetrate easily. Then another part of safety is, if in a case whereby it ruptures because it has a lifespan, which even when you fix it for you, there is what we call turnaround maintenance. That is why when it is fixed, we make sure we register it. And we call you for turnaround maintenance to see the safety, that all your equipment are within the safety measures that we have. So in terms of safety, CNG is the best. If a car with petroleum catches fire now, are you aware that because of the rate, the nature of that fuel, which is liquid, as it flows, the petrol burns faster and efficiently with oxygen. But in terms of CNG, the moment that tank breaks, the gas dissipates. And whatever fire that comes follows that gas out. So, you see, in terms of safety, CNG is far more safer. So I don't think we should be scared of this particular technology. Inviting it because now, in a week, some of us tend to fill our cars with petroleum twice at a very high rate. But imagine you using just 12,000 for a move. Thank you very much. Now, another part I'll be talking about here. Another part I'll be talking about here is the available opportunities. With this technology, FIIRO has the capacity to train over 20,000 personnel. And the aim of FIIRO is not just within major cities. We are going to the grassroots. Because so many people down there do not have idea that's what we call change. They don't know that with little we can get much. So please, I will indulge you to please key into this technique. And right here before me, before I go, these are part of the parts, the simple kits. In short, when you fix it in your car, you not even know that it's there. Yes, we alter nothing, we don't touch your engine, we don't do anything. So you won't even know these things are there. And the very simplest way you can switch is right by your left hand side, the button. That is all. So please permit me to use this privilege to welcome you to CNT Technology from FIIRO. Thank you very much.
A better round of applause, a better round of applause, a better round of applause. We brought up so many technologies that would be investors can invest in, but the DG said, can't we look for something that is in vogue, that actually solve immediate problems now? She brought up two suggestions. The very first one is that, what can we do further to put food into the stomach of the ordinary Nigerian, to beat down the prices of food in Nigeria? And the second one, he said, movement now, be it of human movement or facilities or anything we have, we spend a lot. What can we do? So this was what she pushed to members of staff, and everybody started going up and down. So that is one of the very first things that the DG has brought up. Please, a round of applause for her. We recognize the presence of Architect Daniel Abayomi, a notable consultant. You are welcome, sir. We also have in our midst Engineer Jide, a one-time FEMA chairman. You are welcome, sir. Architect Rose Gora of Nimet is also in our midst. You are welcome, man. A round of applause for them, please. A round of applause for them. We have about 5 specialized research departments in FIIRO. We want to go to listen to what they have in store for us. These are very, very brief. They are proven scientists, researchers to the core, and they know what you want to hear, and they will definitely deliver that at your doorstep now. The very first of them that I will call now is the director of our food technology department. We are not playing with the issue of food. It's a major part of our mandate as FIIRO. Dr. Mrs. Oluwatoyin Oluwole. A round of applause to her. A round of applause to her. We carried out research activities that meet with the nutritional needs of Nigerians. You can be assured that we get to know more. Dr. Oluwole, you have the floor. Just for some few minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. Thank you. A round of applause for her.
Definitely, while still standing on the existing protocol, as it has already been introduced by the DG FIIRO, that the theme of today's presentation is providing solution to national industrial challenges through viable research and development products or output for economic revitalization. I am Dr. Oluwatoyin Oluwole, the Director in charge of Food Technology Department of the Federal Institute of Industrial Research. Most of my solutions, they are going to be food-based approach to this. The very first one is, under the national industrial challenges in food sector, we have the non-availability or scarcity of raw materials, high cost of agricultural raw materials for indigenous foods, inappropriate product formulation or recipes suitable for different age groups, annual importation of some food products at high cost, such as food concentrate at 165 billion naira, according to Manufacturers Association of Nigeria report 2023, low exportation of processed food products to and foreign exchange, poorly developed value chain processes for indigenous crop, especially post-harvest operations, low industrial utilization of indigenous crops for food and feed products. In order to solve these problems, FIIRO, in her own wisdom, chose some products that will solve some of the challenges, food challenges in the country, and especially in line with the sustainable agenda of the current president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in ensuring food security for all, including the athletes. So I'm going to speak on sport drink briefly. It is a beverage designed to rehydrate, re-energize, and replenish lost electrolytes during training or competition for athletes. You all agree with me that anytime there is a match, football match, or any other athletic event, Nigerians, they are one at that moment. Unity is promoted at that moment, and the product, the commercial product available during that process is usually imported. It's an imported product in the sense that the concentrate used for production is imported. What we only add here in Nigeria is water. And even it is not available now, readily available in the market. So the institute developed a product from a combination of our indigenous raw materials, selected indigenous raw materials, and we came up with a product that met standards, EC standards, Food Science of Food Committee of European Union standard for sport drink. We call it isotonic sport drink, and it is targeted to have the same osmolality, that is the same osmotic pressure as that of body fluid, and the main raw materials used were basically date palm fruit and watermelon, which are locally available in the market. And you agree with me that date palm fruit is a sweet, tasty fruit and contains mainly glucose and fructose. It is a high energy fruit and very rich in potassium. Nigeria produces at least 21,000 metric tons annually. That's according to NIFOR reports. We also produce watermelon in large quantities, and it also contains high level of L-citrulline, which is beneficial for athletic performance. It is also rich in vitamins such as vitamin C and a rich source of beta-carotene and potassium. FIIRO now formulated our product using these two basic raw materials and with some other ingredients that are also available in Nigeria. And all our quality attributes, the quality attributes of the developed products, they were checked. Parameters such as pH, total soluble solids, titratable acidity, osmolality, energy content, muscle reaction, carbohydrate content, they were all checked, and it was ensured that all these parameters met the standards of the Science of Food Committee of the European Union. And I'm happy to inform you all that developed product is highly comparable with the imported counterpart. We don't have business in importing concentrate for production of sport drink in Nigeria. We don't have. We have date palm fruits in abundance. We have watermelon in abundance. The technology is simple. I'm also pleased to inform you that the technology has been successfully patented, and some food industries have started showing interest in this particular technology, just meeting our major mandate of industrializing the nation through research. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Thank you very much, Dr. Oguejiofo. A food scientist is the core, and like I said earlier, all these things help in the nutritional value of we human beings. We want to listen to the director of our PDD. PDD is an acronym of Project Development and Design Department. To speak to us briefly is Dr. Engineer Bolanle Ashiru. Dr. Ashiru, a round of applause for him, please. Sorry, sir. We recognize the presence of an in-house person, Engineer Collins. Engineer Collins, you are welcome. A very big contractor, an innovative person, very creative. We appreciate you, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, sirs. Good afternoon, ma'am. I would like to present 2 projects from my department to support the theme of our program. The first one I'm presenting is the development of prototype automated dryer. The dryer, as was earlier said by DJ, was designed for drying onion and other fruit crops. What we have done is to automate the normal drying system to be able to control the temperature, the relative humidity, and the speed of the fan to be able to have our desired moisture content. The desired drying condition can reset, monitor, and control through any Wi-Fi enabled device that is connected to the dryer. And we also have a monitor on the dryer itself that you can use manually if you don't want to use your phone or laptop. This dryer can take real-time data and download them at every drying operation, and can, at the end of the drying system, relax and analyze your data for research purposes. The dryer also processes data for drying temperature, humidity, and moisture content. What the significance of this is that in most drying systems, what you desire is to be able to determine the kinetic model for a particular crop, so that you'll be able to fit in the model for future commercial purposes. Drying. We want to look at the water activity of that particular crop to be able to determine the safe moisture, the moisture content in which you can store and ensure that the product is safe in storage. Mining uses a single phase and it is generated pure heating element. Though the capacity of the prototype is 1 kg per bag, but can be scaled up to higher capacity for commercial purposes. The second project is the crucible, as earlier mentioned by the DJ. The product of crucible was developed locally in an attempt to enhance the capacity of industrial production in Nigeria and fulfill the local content desire of the federal government. The annual import figure of crucible ranges from 500 to 1,000 crucible of various size and configuration, all imported from UK, Germany, India, or China. And the major material used globally is clay with some additive to strengthen it, and clay is abundant in Nigeria, and all the other additives are also available in Nigeria. Why don't we produce the crucible locally? Most local foundries do not have standard crucible for you, and these have almost paralyzed their business attitude. If you move around the local foundries or all these blacksmiths, most of them adopt the radiator compression they continue to have, and they put it in their busted and cause injury to people. Look at the sport that we have done now. Compare favorably with the imported one and can be used as replacement in medicine and heating treatment policies. This invention will eventually make local production of food imports attractive to small and medium scale enterprises in Nigeria. These products are available on our stand as we go around now. Thank you.
We say very big thank you to Engineer Bolande Ashiru, a PhD holder in engineering. A round of applause for him, please. We always have a team of investigators in FIIRO. It's made up of people from different professions, and all those teams always have engineers within them. And last year, the DG was going up and down. He now put them to task that this brake disc, this brake pad, and the entire disc of the car should be used and brought. We never see it as anything so serious then. Surprisingly, it won us the to be the delight of every Nigerian. A round of applause for FIIRO, a round of applause for FIIRO. We want to quickly call on Dr. Kunle Lawal, an enzyme specialist. We know that we don't import, we don't produce enzymes in Nigeria. We barely import them. Dr. Kunle Lawal is the director of biotechnology department, and he wants to give us an insight into some of the things that his department is bringing to this expo this year, 2024. Dr. Lawal.
Thank you very much. Starting on the already existing protocol, I say good afternoon to all the dignitaries are here. I am Dr. Lawal, Director of the Department of Biotechnology at FIIRO. I want to start by saying that biotechnology is simply the use of microorganisms on some materials to obtain products or goods and services for mankind. And I want to say that most of what we do in that department is to see how we can harness what we have locally to generate products that will meet international standard. I want to say also that most of what we do, or what we search, are things which are locally available in the country. One of them are the microorganisms, which are things you cannot see with the naked eye, but they exist, which are the friendly microorganisms. And most of what we use to get our products are actually waste materials in the environment. So you can actually look at that department as a waste to wealth department. Most of what we develop there are things which are getting them from waste material. We have all the things we have actually researched on and become products out of them are actually things that are able to meet the present agenda of Mr. President in terms of cutting costs, in terms of revenue generation to save foreign exchange. But most of the things we have are being imported and so on, and most of what we have in that department are things that can save foreign exchange. A lot of things that we have developed in that department are many, but I only talk about the enzymes. Enzymes are nothing but catalysts. They are catalysts which are produced by microorganisms. Once we engineer them and put them in the right perspective, using the right material, we're going to get the enzymes which we require. I want to say in this August occasion that we have been in the business of enzymes for quite some time, and we have actually researched into, we have actually gotten over 13 industrial enzymes, which has played a significant role in all the nations of Nigeria. And I also want to say that based on our input to the enzyme work, in 2013, the government of Nigeria pronounced FIIRO as an enzyme center, and we have been doing marvelously well in producing enzymes of different kinds. I want to also say that if you look at enzymes, there's nobody like that, no industry produces enzymes in Nigeria. They are all imported. And according to the Federal Bureau of Statistics, that says that over 200 billion is being used on the production of enzymes in this country, which people are specifically positioned itself, we can produce all these enzymes that the nation requires. The one we brought today is the amylase and amylase enzyme and xylanase. Those three enzymes will work effectively to act as a bread improver. We are using something to add bread improver in the bakery process. And then apart from that, the simple method that we employ for this particular enzyme production are just two processes. We employ the SSF, or the solid state fermentation, or the sub-branch fermentation. These are the enzymes. This is xylanase, and then you also have the amylase. You have to provide these enzymes. The three of them can work well as an improver in baking and so on. In terms of how they work, the amylase enzyme will actually catalyze or break the 1,4 glycosidic bond. And then the glucoamylase will break down the 1,6 glycosidic bond. Once it gets to fructose level, and then you can also have the xylanase
coming in between to actually serve as an improver for baking and so on. All the enzymes that we have produced have actually found relevance in the industry. We have been giving our enzymes to people, and they have no evil report of them. We have supplied enzymes to some of the small-scale industrialists. We have supplied it to them, and then they have no evil report. We have supplied our enzymes for those universities as well. And so they have no evil report of them. And they also have what we call an intermediate product from this enzyme work. And the typical example is the glucose syrup. Glucose syrup is imported as well. All the pharmaceuticals that you have in Nigeria import the glucose syrup. There's no local production. I want to also have the enzyme plant, we want to have it so that we can supply all the multiple enzymes in this country. FIIRO is capable and we are legally positioned to do that effectively. Also, we have some of these enzymes are going to be used in juice clarification. People that are making juice, they have actually come to us, we can use the pectin enzyme to clarify juice and so on. All these are the multi-dimensional uses of all the enzymes that we are producing in biotech department and FIIRO. The good thing about it is that there's nothing that is very important in this production. All the organisms we are using are locally sourced, locally identified, and then we also go ahead to make sure that we get their name up to genius level. We have a functional molecular laboratory that can do that effectively. So, and then all the materials we are using, what are they? Talking about rice bran, talking about sugarcane burgers, talking about palm pomace. These are waste material. And part of what we are trying to see, not to solve our songs, to ensure that we are pollution control. But that is all these materials for enzyme production. You are controlling the pollutional strength of these materials in the environment, like a clean environment and the waste technology. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lawal. That's an insight to let us know that a place and something to invest in Nigeria is the issue of enzyme production. We can be the very first. We are very much available for it. We want to listen to the Director of Chemical, Fiber and Environmental Technology Department. That has to do with things that have to do with the environment, our clothing, and the likes. Dr. Ahmed. You're welcome, sir. A round of applause for him, please. A round of applause. Good day, all. The PAMSEC, my DG, permit me to stand on the existing protocol. Chemical, Fiber and Environmental Technology Department is where chemistry, chemical engineering takes place in FIIRO. We deal with chemistry of materials and chemical engineering. In the department, we have 6 divisions: Chemical Technology Division, Environmental Technology Division, Pulp and Paper Technology Division, Packaging Technology Division. Permit to say this, that FIIRO is the only agency in Nigeria that has mandate on pulp and paper. We are also the only agency that has mandate currently on packaging. These two came in our revised mandate by the Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology. What I want to bring to this today is the issue of pulp and paper. When computer was developed, people thought that the use of paper is going to be very minimal. But today, we know that even demand for paper has increased many times more than what is required before. Documentation, even most of the time when they ask for soft copy, they will ask for hard copies. So which means we are in a society that we cannot do without paper. Our situation in Nigeria is that we have 3 companies before established that has maybe gone moribund. The problem is that lack of raw materials. We have the Ikuboku, Jeba mill, and all has closed down because of raw materials. But the challenge, we in FIIRO took up the challenge. Today, we have a lot of waste, material, agricultural waste, that can serve the same purpose that wood materials also serve. Papers, most of the time, are produced from wood for long fiber and low fiber materials. Sorry. So that is in some of our research and development work during the harvest of corn. We see all over corn waste littering our environment. We have been able to produce paper from handsheets from corn cob. And these papers I'm holding here, well, it's not to perfection, but this is handmade. So this is to prove that it is possible. This research is having 2 purposes. One is that apart from the environmental issues, we have capability of using these raw materials that are being wasted for value addition. Thirdly, one of the most critical things that the world is emphasizing today is sustainability. The sustainability is that what is causing all of us, we are sweating, the environment is hot, then the challenge is maybe climate change. The result of the climate change is deforestation. This project will help us in a long way, that instead of cutting our forest or deforestation, we can preserve our forest, and also some of these materials that we are getting from the forest, we can get it from our waste. The second, that is on pulp and paper. We are talking of packaging. Today, we know we are all in food crisis. The director of food has talked about that. The cost of food has increased tremendously. But when you go to our markets, you will be shocked. The waste that we generate from the in our markets. So if you can just even preserve some of these things, extend the shelf life, that is what packaging is all about. So we have come up with some packaging material that can even extend our fruit, vegetable, even just for 48 hours. Thank you very much.
A round of applause for our director, which I generally refer to as the Waste to Wealth Director. If you look at our directors with FIIRO here, you can see the address. It's part of the technologies that we have in FIIRO. That's why they are obviously dressed like that. We have the Department of Textile Technology there. If you want, you can see us. I will tell you the way out. The last of the commentaries that we're having is from PAL. We want to invite Dr. Usman. Thank you very much. You are very here. We just have 2 minutes to waste your time. I know you have to. A round of applause for her, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As standard existing protocols. My name is Dr. Mrs. Adebukola Uthman. I'm Director of Production Analytical and Laboratory Management. The production division, the department is the door to all activities in FIIRO, from research and development products to production of FIIRO developed food products. The production division is created to transform raw materials to semi-finished products for commercialization processes using our in-house developed process technologies. Example, the raw cassava, like the raw cassava, yam, plantain, to mention just a few, are transformed into poundo yam, plantain flour, and odorless fufu for commercialization. All these products and more are over there on our stand. They're over there on our stand to see. For example, the poundo yam, let me have the poundo yam, is one of our successfully commercialized products, and companies like Ola products. The palm wine is also one of the products we made from our indigenous technology in FIIRO. In one of our successful commercialized products, and companies like Ola and Ayola Foods are part of the beneficiaries of this technology. You can find this product all over the world, especially in Europe and in the US. And this means that this product, poundo yam, is one of the dollar spinning, or let me say foreign exchange spinning for Nigeria. The process technology is very simple, developed in-house for raw materials of our own yam to poundo yam flour. All the equipment are fabricated in FIIRO Oshodi, from the parboiler to the drying machine to the milling machine and the packaging materials as well. The total package of this technology is available in FIIRO and ready for commercialization. You can also export this product, like I said earlier on. Services available for this product include training, equipment fabrication, feasibility studies, quality assurance and quality control support, and also technical assistance. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Man. Like I said, she's up to the task. A round of applause for her. The truth is, you can make your poundo yam in the corner of your kitchen at home. We have brought it so low. A round of applause for our directors. We really appreciate you. We want to quickly listen to comments, questions, and the likes. But before we listen to that, we have a sitting chairperson here who has listened attentively to all that we have done here. Undoubtedly, she is a friend of the house, an in-house person that knows the nitty-gritty of research and development, even though her area of specialty is outside of that. She's a legal luminary, what we always call, what do we call them? My educated, my learned colleague. She's a learned director. With your permission. Okay, thank you. And when they are learned, I wonder what the others are. We are educated. Let's invite her and let's listen to one or two things she has to say. Presently, she's the Director of Legal Services at the Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation at the federal level. A round of applause to her.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I can say that we've run out of time, but I just want to commend the FIIRO team led by the Director General, Dr. Mrs. Jummai Tutua. She has done so much. We can see from outside FIIRO that so much has been achieved under her tutelage. I would say tutelage because so much has been done. And we all appreciate that. And she couldn't have succeeded if she didn't have a good team by her. I want to give kudos to the team. We've come a long way to be here. Last year, or last Expo, you did so well. You came out tops. She didn't equally do it alone, but kudos to her because it was under her own auspices that it was done. So it's good to give kudos to good work. I want to say that technology is not today's thing. You cannot give a time limit. You cannot say, within this time, I will get it done. It's a process. Research is equally a process. And I'm glad to see the CNG thing that has been done. So it's possible that things can change for the best in Nigeria. And I'm very happy that it is our own FIIRO that is leading this campaign. I want to also thank the FIIRO team for equally addressing the food aspects, food technology, because of our stomach infrastructure. Is very, very important, especially now that things are so much expensive. I just hope that what FIIRO is doing is affordable for the common Nigerian. Because if you do it and the common Nigerian cannot access it, then you've done nothing. It's supposed to be for them to access it and be able to run with it, either commercialize it, so that they too can take it and commercialize, put it in the market, and also affordable for people to eat. I want to thank all of you, all of you. You've come a long way, and I'm very happy to see my friend. I am very, very happy that you are still supporting your FIIRO, the dream of seeing it up to this step. I know you've always had it. I want to give kudos to you, and I want to appreciate you for being amongst the team today. You were there before, you are there now. Congratulations. Thank you so much, FIIRO. I want to hear that FIIRO next time will come up with another research and another product that will run Nigeria faster than we are now. And by the grace of God, we'll get there. Thank you, and remain blessed. Thank you.
Like I said, she's an insider, a barrister turned researcher. You're welcome. We want to quickly listen to the representative of the Chairman, Science and Tech Committee of the Senate. A round of applause for her, please. While we round up, your further comments will receive them at our stand there.
Good afternoon, all. Permit me to stand on the already established protocol. I want to say that I am immensely impressed. When I was looking at this, my senator said I should represent him, but I just sent him a message now that distinguished sir, it is good you call yourself. Yes. As a woman, I saw all this, and I know what I benefited from the neem soap some time ago. I had a boil that wasn't healing, and I decided to use the neem soap, and in less than a few days it dried up. So I just want to appreciate our indigenous industry and what we are doing. If we don't come to places like this, we'll keep looking outside, whereas these things are here. So permit me to go back and give the report to who sent me, that he needs to come here by himself to see. I'm so impressed. Well done. Thank you, Nnaji.
Thank you very much, ma'am. We want to call on Mr. Timothy Ajayi for a vote of thanks.
Well, I want to thank each and every one. The chairperson for the day has made my job easy. She has thanked you all on our behalf. I just want to mention the Honourable Minister. We want to appreciate you. The PAMSEC, all the directors from the ministry want to appreciate you. All the DGs of agencies want to appreciate you. All the commissioners of science and technology from the states want to appreciate you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. We appreciate you all.
We say thank you to Mr. Ajayi for thanking us. It's on this note, with the permission of the DG, that we'll call it a day. We'll be going out there for a group photograph. If you have comments, you have questions, you want to see what we have spoken in the mouth physically, our stand is very close to Nnaji there, just in front of the place there. You can visit our stands. When you come to our stand, you see the cassava bread, popularly referred to as the cassi bread. Yes, the FIIRO stand there. So we'll come out to take our group photographs. Our distinguished guests, we are privileged to take photographs with the woman of today, our DG, our CEO, who has also been leading us very well today. Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate you all. Our stands are there. We have our palm wine that is there, that will always take about 9 months on the shelf, if you show one like that. We have the panko yam, the composite carifa, we have them there. We have bread, potato bread is there, cassava bread is there. You can come over and enjoy yourself. So a token, please. Thank you very much. Okay.
Okay, I'll give. Let me just get my. Help people now.
Our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, if you are here for this all-important NASRDA Day celebration, please come inside now. We are about to start. Please, ladies and gentlemen.
Compared to petrol, LPG produces 10% less carbon.
Mr. Number, half an hour, 2 days. Just lost. So you